The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone. I want to thank you so much for joining us in our next presentation of QuikStor University's webinar. Today we're going to be covering a very short but sweet topic on digital maps from QuikStor and a couple ways that you can use them. We do offer two different types of digital maps for your property as part of the QuikStor software package. We do offer a two-dimensional map, which we'll be talking about here, known as QuikMap, and that is accessible directly through QuikStor Express. And then we also have a 3D site graphics, which is actually displayed on an external monitor for your tenants to see, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, and I'll show you some images from that in just a few minutes. But one of the things that we definitely want to point out to you is how easy it is to use the map for things, the day-to-day activities such as taking payments or moving someone into a vacant unit, all of which can be done from the map itself. And as you can see, when you do have the map module, you do have these two extra buttons that appear, and so you can always toggle back and forth between the map view and the unit list view. So either way you're comfortable using it, you can do either way. But in addition to being able to show the map here, there is the option to show the map down over here on this side. And when I show you how to edit the map, that's actually going to be where we're going to spend some time. So you'll get to see that here in just a few minutes as well. But I want to show you real quickly how when you select any units over here on the right-hand side, just like when you select the unit list, their information does pop up immediately over here in the personal information or the tenant information section. And just like the unit list, the map is color-coded, and so you can assign any color you'd like to match a color scheme or whatever catches your eye as far as delinquencies and currents. But as you can see right now, I have this kind of maroon color set for my delinquencies, and as you can see, that person is delinquent, and if we flip over to the unit list, that person is also red there as well. So you can see that it just carries over the same color coding features that the unit list does. But it does take it one step farther with allowing you the option to change these things however you see fit. So if you want to change the color of your delinquent tenants and you want to make it more of a bright red, you simply select the delinquent tenant option there, and then you hit the little color swatch, and you can pick whatever color you like. Of course, there's the basic colors listed here, but then if you also want to pick something from the full rainbow, you can do that over here as well. And we'll just go ahead and select the brightest red we can possibly get up here in the corner, and we'll click OK. And that's what our delinquent color is going to be. So that's how easy it is to change that if you wanted to. And one of the nice things about these maps, both of them, both the 3D site graphics and this two-dimensional QuikMap, is that it does update your gate activity and also your alarm status in real time. So I'm going to go ahead and enter a key code here for unit number 1 on my keypad back behind me here. And you'll see that it'll show that that customer was let in, and as soon as you did that, it changes their color to the on-site color that you have set. And again, that's as simple as changing the color just like that. We can go ahead and make this a gray if we wanted to, and it'll update them next time they come in. So we have some really neat features that allow you some customization. And one of the things that a lot of people like about having a map like this is that it gives you a graphical representation of your facility. Now you can zoom in and out to see a better view of the property. Now please keep in mind this is just a couple units that I threw together here, nothing special about these. But I do want to show you how you can edit this to create the map that looks exactly like your property, so that if a customer walks in and they're currently renting number 25 and they want to find out what vacant units are available next to them, you can tell that right across the hallway there's another vacant unit that's here, unit number 34, and that's not as obvious unless you have a very detailed knowledge of your facility when you're looking at a list like this. But so it is a nice feature to be able to see where units are in relation to each other, and oftentimes that ends up in a quicker response time for your customers so that they can get in and get out, and you guys come off looking like a peach. But Let me show you real quickly here how you can edit the map, and so you can see how it's created and changed if you needed to modify something. But we're going to go ahead and switch over here to this tab view, and I'm going to take advantage of one of the new features in QuikStor 4.0. We're just going to make this map window as big as we need it to be in order to feel comfortable modifying things here. But what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and hit the edit button, which is going to bring up our edit dialog, and basically you'll see that there's a little increments measurement on the top and the side here. And all you have to do to move a unit around is you just simply have to drag it, and you can replace this unit wherever you'd like it to be. So if you wanted to put it into a different spot, you can do that. But more importantly, when you're creating your map from scratch, all you have to do to create this map is to, I'm just going to go ahead and find a unit that's not on here already. Better yet, we'll go ahead and we'll delete a couple units here. We'll delete unit 5 and 6 from this map, and I'll show you how to put them back on. So we'll take unit number 6, and as you can see, it represents a 5 by 10. We're just going to go ahead and place that unit right next to unit 7. We'll take number 5 and put it right next to unit 6. So you can see how easy that is, and it just drags and puts those units right where you left them. Now, if you needed to take a unit such as a 10 by 15 or a 10 by 20 in this case, and let's just say you wanted to rotate it because your units are actually horizontal going down one section. You can do that here as well. And so just with a click of a button, you can rotate these units around and do with them however you see fit. And again, you can change the color over here as well. Go ahead and put this back to the bright orange so it's real easy to see. And just like that, we've created our updated map, and we're going to go ahead and hit the edit button again to close this out. So anytime we go in and view this, we'll be able to see that map reflects the same changes over here. So you can see how easy it is to both build the map and make changes to it if you make adjustments to your property for moving units around. If you change the sizes of one, if you add units to your property, it's just as easy to add them using this as anything else. And so adding units in Express has always been easy, but making the map is not a big task. Now, one of the things I want to continue to show you is the 3D model of our map that we offer. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up a couple pictures here so you can see this. Now, the quick map or the 3D site graphics that we offer are a very powerful product, and like I mentioned before, they're really designed to be displayed on an external monitor behind the manager. So when your customer walks in, they are immediately wowed by a rotating map that is going to look something like this. And again, this is a full 3D rendering of your property. So we obtain site plans from you and work closely with you to put in all the details of your property. But this map will rotate completely 360 degrees. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. And just like the other map that's inside QuikStor, it is color-coded to show the tenant status and the gate activity so that when people come on site and off site, it will show that a unit color has changed. And in addition to that, if you have alarms on your property, it will also show when the door is open, when the door is closed, and whether there's an alarm on the property or whether there's a tamper going off. But so this is one view of the map, and I want to show you what this looks like a little farther back. So we have this view here, and again, you can see all the unit numbers listed here. And as if this were a fully moving version right now, you'd be able to rotate and zoom in, but it's a little too intense for the webinar to show accurately. I'm going to go ahead and show you a zoom in here of the office section. Now you'll notice that not only do we have the buildings here, but we have a couple key features that we can drop onto your property. We can drop the keypads. You can see that there are keypads both here and here for the two gates that are listed. And then we also have a little restroom icon. I know it's a little blurry, but when it's up on a big screen, it's very hard to miss. And again, just pointing out, you see delinquents and vacant units and reserve units listed here. And so this is all, again, tying in with the same color coding that you see both in the unit list and the map we were just looking at. The legend here is the same as it is with the quick map inside QuikStor Express. And so each one of these, all you have to do is click on the item you'd like to change, and the color swatch will come up. And then from there, you just hit OK, and it'll save your color preferences. So if you want to, make it match the color scheme of your your store, that's certainly fine. If you want to make it so that the delinquent units really stand out, or units that are in an alarm status really stand out, you can do that, but it is completely at your discretion. And that's one of the things that we are always striving to do, is give you as much flexibility with the products you get from us. So then this is an overall view of the map that we were just looking at. So you can see that it's a full view of the property. Customers would drive in here. And this is a really neat thing for customers to see when they walk in, because they see that you, as a storage company, are serious about technology. You have a very nice, secure property that highlights the security system you have. The keypads give them a good feel about where their unit might be located, and the manager can point that out to them on the big map. Or you can also print out the smaller map in QuikStor Express, which I'll show you again right now. But when you're looking at this map here, you can print this map, and so if you needed to, you can give this to a customer as a walking map, which is a neat feature. And whatever unit you have selected, that'll be the unit that's highlighted on the map that prints out. And so just another couple things that will help that customer get an idea of how thoughtful, and how thought through this product is, and that they're glad to be doing business with you about this. Now, the map module and the 3D site graphics are two different products from QuikStor. Like I mentioned, the Quick Map is included, or can be included, in Express, but the 3D site graphics is a separate program. Now, we are going to be offering some special pricing after this webinar. If you are interested in purchasing either the Quick Map or the 3D site graphics, we are going to have some specials on it, and all you need to do is simply email either sales@quikstor.com or webinar@quikstor.com and let us know that you're interested. We'd love to get back with you about the special pricing we're offering, and so you can take advantage of these really neat tools. And please let us know if you have any questions at all. But this has been